Hello everyone, today we'd like to give you a very quick update on our table. Last year we accepted a review copy of a gaming table from Geek & Son in exchange for a video, and whilst we were not paid any money to do that video, it is a very expensive review copy. So we did our best to do a fair criticism of all the good, the bad, and why you might want this table. Well, a year has gone by and Geek & Son approached us again to do a review of another table that they have on Kickstarter right now. And they even offered us money to do that video. And we were like, actually, we don't want to do that. I'm not going to go into details here because our decision to turn that down had nothing to do with Geek & Son and everything to do with logistics and stuff in our personal lives. It's just a really busy time right now. But not giving them a shout out felt wrong. So this little video is our way of doing that and also addressing some of the stuff that we feel we got wrong a year ago. This table has now become my favorite piece of furniture that I've ever owned and also an invaluable tool in reviewing board games. Just yesterday we published a video on Sleeping Gods, a campaign game that takes about 20 hours to play. And if I had to set that up and tear that down every time that we played, I would have also tore out what little hair I have left on my head. I put these slats down, but I realized that I need to talk about this, so I'm gonna take them off again. But I want to reiterate something that I talked about in last year's video, and I want to just emphasize it again, because playing games on this felt surface feels incredibly lavish. It makes games pop. And that's nice, but also it has this wonderful finger feel, and picking up cards is just a breeze. And also, I really like just doing this, just that. I really like it. I also had some misgivings, namely, I railed against the card rail. And my problem with that was that when you slot in cards into the card rail, you can't actually see their bottom. Now I have to hit my own head because what I was doing wrong was that I was slotting them incorrectly. And if you just tilt them like that, it works perfectly and is great for managing games with large hand sizes like Gloomhaven. I also said the phone charging function was silly, and that I maintain. It is incredibly silly. I don't want to plug my table into a power socket. Now, I don't know how useful this will be to you, but once or twice you might have noticed that our videos are scripted. Well, guess where we keep our scripts when we're filming? That's right here. And normally you can't even see them. It's genius. Okay, I admit that maybe people who need to put their script down as they're filming something in front of their dining room table is a pretty small demographic. But there's a lot of other uses for this whilst you're playing games. I like to put things here that I need access to throughout the game, but not frequently. So something like a rulebook or a storybook script is great resting just to the side where I don't need to think about it, worry about it, or see it until I actually need it. And then just pick it up. I also complained about these slats being difficult to store. Geek & Son have thankfully sent us a storage solution for these, and it's also lined with that same nice felt that's color matched to the table. It once again looks nice, feels nice, it doesn't take up a lot of space, made out of quality wood. Everything is great here. I also complain about these cup holders that attach to the side of the table and how they don't actually fit mugs for tea or coffee, which is very silly. And then Geek & Son took on that criticism and made mug holders. And they didn't send us any. What gives, Geek & Son, huh? What gives? In short, I've come to really love this table. It's become an inseparable feature of our house and our work. Playing games on it is cozy and comfortable, and it has some other extra features, like for example, there's a drip rail system where if you accidentally knock a cup off, then the water, if your slats are on top, just gets collected and drips down the side. Something that I've never experienced and don't know whether it actually works because I've never knocked a cup down in my entire life. Okay, that was deliberate, obviously. I did that as a joke. It's also nice to see that Geek & Son are listening to criticisms and figure out ways to compensate for shortcomings. The Kickstarter for the new gaming table, Bristol, is live right now and only has a couple of days left on it. It is not the same table as this. In fact, it has a very different ethos. But all of the features I've outlined in this video for this table are also present in the Bristol table. In fact, it has even more features than this. So if a gaming table is something you're interested in, I heartily recommend Geek & Son. Now, I'm just gonna go enjoy a nice game or a nice cozy table. Bye bye.